Alright, we're back, and we're going to be doing another Lorwyn Alchemy draft, so almost 20k gold, but I like to make sure I have the gold just in case there's stuff in the shop I need to get. Draft tokens. As it turns out, the packs aren't that terrible either. I didn't realize buying the packs at a discount in the store actually gives you the gold packs, which, gets you a bunch of extra rares and potentially mythics towards set completion. And then once you have everything, the gold packs are actually just a pile of gems, so. Now granted, I skipped out on a ton of Arena back before they had non-bot drafts. Like, it used to be Quick Draft was the only draft format, and I had basically no interest in spending real money to do that, so didn't even touch Arena. And then I needed a thing that could actually handle Arena. Alright, we just did Mardu -1/-1 counters. Are we going right back in with this thing? Remove all counters from target creature you control. Each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, and the topmost creature of your library perpetually gains +X/+X, all based on the number of counters removed. I mean, I'm down to try this one. This seems fun. Let's see. Plus, it's nice to actually, draft an Alchemy card, pack one, pick one. There's an Heirloom Auntie, but I probably just want... Oh, right, this isn't even green. Like, if I take this, I'm actually trying to go 4 colors by default, which is not unrealistic for me. It's me. I definitely want to be all the colors. Like, I don't think I need the Auntie that badly. I'll take the Spiral then. It also lets me Blight, so... And there's Grub. Obviously, she wants goblins, but that's not too hard of an ask. There are plenty of goblins that I want to blight onto, or that can blight onto things. So... well, that is ramp and fixing and a goblin. So that's the trifecta here. Ramp and fixing and a goblin that blights onto things in order to ramp and fix. That is everything I wanted. Grown Tomb, Volatile Rift. Low-key, I kind of just want Gristle Glutton. I'm not even kidding, but... in fact, I just want Gristle Glutton. It's way more on theme with what I'm doing. I don't have to be green, but... who are we drafting with while we wait? Alright. Well, none of the red, black, or white cards are all that interesting, so I'm going to take Great Forest Druid, because, again, I'm perfectly willing to go all the colors at any point in time. Don't have to twist my arm. I do, in fact, like being all colors at all points in time in this format. This has got to be a good Darkness Descends deck, though. Bristle Glutton. For Auntie's Sentence. Feed the Flames now. Over the 3/3. Maybe. It's the most likely card to get played out of that entire batch, even if it's not likely to get played at all. Alright. It's on theme. There are certainly opponents that can fall a little bit behind and then suddenly find themselves unable to block against a growing giant and all the creatures I played before it, so... Bloodletter... Alright, I just need to open Moonshadow. I remove all of Moonshadow's counters. You lose 6, I gain 6. The next creature spell I cast has perpetual +6/+6 when I draw it. It's not when I cast it, it's when I eventually draw it. Alright, so there's the rare land I could use to fix for Tree Folk and then go tutor this, but I don't have any of the other, like, apocalyptic Tree Folk yet. Yeah, I could just take Kin Binding, like, either that or I take, like, Blight Rot here, so I'm guessing I'm just taking Kin Binding for right now. There's Winnowing, but there's also a Gnarlbark Elm. That's more what I'm looking for, so... Brigid. Do I just want a Foraging Wickermaw here? I probably just want the Wickermaw to fix my colors. Possibly allow for a splash. There's the Reaping Willow. So I could get one of those. Now I can take an Heirloom Monty, or I can take Blighted Blackthorn to help with my other stuff. I'm gonna take the Auntie. I think we can wield the Blackthorn, I think. Alright, I did check everybody else's name. I was like, did I ever make it all the way around, by the way? While I'm waiting for my next pack. So they seem to be... slowly traveling through the player to my right. His avatar, I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I keep bouncing back and forth to look at it, and I'm like, I do not know. Eclipsed Bogger is only okay. I suppose it's better than some of the other cards in this pack. Like, I don't need the other Auntie. I'm not even sure I'm running the first one. The elves don't really matter. Also, I'm not in green, no matter how many times I think I might be. We'll take Boulder Dash, though. I would say clearly this is the deck for it, but the deck for this card is actually Merfolk. You just throw it on the 1/4 that, you know, taps another creature when it attacks to make itself unblockable. Just go absolutely ham with that thing. Sure. None of these. All of these cards, definitely the Spewer. There's another Auntie. The 3 of now. Can we wield the Blightthorn, though? That's the question. Maybe not. Alright, take the uncommon. No, we did not. Okay. Oko. Oko, you scamp. Get out of here. I could take the Blightthorn here, and that wouldn't be terrible. Take the Hovel Hurler. Just has better stats. And throwing my things in the air probably kills my opponents. And then there's Forging Wicker Maw to help fix my mana. I don't have a ton of removal, but I'm pretty much willing to take this and see if we can't do some shenanigans with it anyway. Alright, so I don't think this is as good as my last deck, because it didn't start with Dissident, and it doesn't currently have Dissident, so... it's kind of an uphill battle from there. We do have all the other important things, though, so... there's an Ashling, there's Marilyn. Even though I don't have any fairies or elves, there's still a part of me that's like, and that's Marilyn. I don't think I'm running either of these. Also, yeah, that's green and blue to splash. I don't know why I want to think I have green mana in this deck for some reason. Yeah, I don't think I'm running her, but give me the Ashling. Tweeze, Feed the Flames, Requiting Hex, another Spiral into Solitude. I'm tempted to grab the Spirals because they straight up exile the creature and they don't care about power and toughness, and blighting onto my stuff is a resource here. But the red ones are also very tempting. There's a second Boulder Dash. I'm not really giving up anything. Giant Fall, Requiting Hex, Callwrath Zealot. Not really thrilled, excuse me, with any of these, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, give me the Giant Fall just in case. Encumbered Redray has 3 counters on it. It's not a lot for this deck to work with. This might actually be the core. Also, I have no Merfolk synergies, so... there's our Blighted Blackthorn, finally. There's a second Darkness Descends. Oh, I don't think I'm running the Barbed Bloodletter, so I guess give me one of the uncommons. I also don't think I'm running her, but maybe? I do have a few Giants, but not enough Changelings, I think, is the issue. Giant, I have, I actually have 4 in the main deck, and 1 Changeling. Who's my Changeling? I genuinely forget. Oh, Prideful. Yeah, it's probably still not worth it to run her, I don't think. So you have the Hovel Hurler, the Daydreamer, and the other 2 are... Goblin Warlock, Root, wait, hang on, we have that one, Oh, they're a giant tree folk. That is what is happening here. Okay. I am confused, though, because in order to be a giant in Magic, you have to be the species, but I don't think... Lorna and Twigtooth. Like, the one is definitely a tree folk. Is the other one supposed to be a giant, and it just doesn't quite look like it? Maybe that's what it is? Okay. Alright. Either way, I don't think we need the double striker. I don't think. Alright. Gotta do the negative version still. I knew that before, and I still did it. And down guard's only okay. But yeah, let's get rid of the kin binding. Because then almost all of... I only need one white normally, so... that actually makes it a lot easier to cast my spells. Grab one of the aunties. What's my goblin count at? 8? That's probably still the Eclipsed Boggart. If he let me get any basic land, I don't think I could cut him, because then I could go get my planes, but... Alright, low energy. So I'm starting to piece together the listener's lament, because I've been finding more pieces of it. So one of them is very clearly a reference to the enemy color hybrid deities from Eventide. It references Divinity, Dominus, Nobilis, and Overbeing that I noticed, and I'm sure Deity of Scars was in there somewhere if I looked. I can kill a little thing, or two little things if they're both small enough. And there's my thing to fix for black mana. And I was going to say, and to go find me my other swamp, hopefully. And then it's a little creature to die to get back with the 3/6, so there's that. Alright, let's see if we can get them to do some stuff first. That's not really the thing I want them to do, but I suppose if it gets the trick out of their hand. Yeah, I don't want to give them more cards right now, so just kill their thing. Pass. Oh, they're stuck on lands, and now I have a 4/5, so... Oh, soon as I said that, they found their 4th land. Alright, fine. I'll take the damage. Let's see, if I kill... Well, I don't kill any of their things, but if I make their guys into a 1-1 and a 1-3... It's 1, 2, 3, 4... I can't cast the other 2 things yet. I can't remove a counter from this. Oh, I guess I could remove the counter from it first to give this flying, and then... Let's do that. Set of 5, 6. Make all their guys tiny. And they had something last turn, so I'm just going to punch them for 3. They finish it off. What they had last time, most likely. So anyway, here's Reaping Willow. Get back my... Oh yeah, no, we're definitely doing that. That's too funny. I mean, if this fails, in theory, I just get it back again. Yep. Ah, they have another White Rot. Alright. Sure. Got it. And they're gonna kill Grub? God damn. Alright. Oh, that went as poorly as it possibly could. They still have 4 cards to work with, too. Because they've been missing lands. Yeah, take 2. Go to my turn. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, what else do you have? Alright. Yeah, I don't need this mountain. I would like to get a different card. And another 5/4, sure. Well, they didn't have anything last time, and they're not killing both of them here, so they're going to kill the Heirloom Ante, and then I get to light away this mountain. Or they kill my 1/3, sure. Make another 2/2. Well, apparently joke is on them. Nope, joke's on me again. Alright, I really need to draw something here. My other that's not even good enough anymore because they have too many lethal things. I need to actually find the other -2/-2 that I have in the deck. And that's not it. He drew just enough spells to keep me off of my cool thing each and every time. And tempo me out. Oh, that sucked. Alright, let's try and do better. Yeah, every single time I started to do something cool, they had a card to undo it. And while they were trading off their resources pretty aggressively, I didn't draw anything, and they kept drawing removal spells for, like, the creatures that I had. So eventually, trading, like, my, smaller creature for their much better creature still didn't work out for me. I need a mountain. I guess any land, and I have the Auntie. Alright. We're almost at the point where I can Reaper, so... Oh, that's not a mountain, so... Heirloom Auntie. On turn 3 it is. Unless they play something that I absolutely have to Boulder Dash, and I do rip the mountain. I mean, if I rip the mountain, which I did not. Alright, so I have 5 uncastables in my hand. And they are about to cast a 5-drop here, potentially. Alright, I mean, as long as I draw land next turn. I do still need to draw land next turn, like I can't just not do that, but... I'm not out of this yet, but land goes a long way to making sure I don't die. Well, begging and choosing and all that. Okay. I'm just casting Reaping Willow now to be mana efficient, because I don't have the luxury of trying to get cute with her. I need them in play, so that way I can do stuff if I draw lands. That can't be good. It was, in fact, not good for me. Come on. Like, I can't even attack them, they just block with the 1/3. Like, there's absolutely no reason for them to trade off anything. Even another land would have unlocked the 3/7. So I could start drawing cards. Kith? Keeper? No. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to be too constrained on mana for the rest of the game. They're going to have a billion cards and like 500 mana per turn to work with, so... I'm at the point where I only win this game if they time out because it's taking them too long to figure out what they're doing. And just immediately into the O2 bracket, feels like. Like, I can still draw stuff. This is not 100% over, but it's close. I mean, I've had worse offers. This leaves them with a 1/1 and an 0/1, kills their other 2 creatures, puts a body in my graveyard for Reaping Willow to resurrect, while still leaving it with the ability to resurrect something else. Shaves their clock down to a 17-turn clock. Yeah. That was the unfortunate part, is that it does put her in range of more removal spells than she already was. I kind of keep forgetting Evolving Wilds is even in this set. I see it so rarely. Shimmer Creep? Oh. Oh, my opponent has drawn like 9 extra cards this game, and I'm crimped to death and back on mana, so... They've also cast another 6-mana 3/3 while I've played a 3-mana 2/2, so... I really don't think I'm winning this game ever. Oh, cool, it's the Alchemy Equipment Giant. Sure. That's a thing I could ever possibly beat. Like, I could concede right now and it would just be saving me so much time. I guess I can draw my next card and then die the following turn. You can stop now, opponent. There's literally not a card in my deck that is going to make me win the game or you lose the game. And it's another red card. Okay, cool. I drawn a mountain like 5 turns ago. I might have been able to do something here. Like, I might have been in a position where I didn't just lose the game before they even cast that giant. Alright. Okay. I mean, I do not have fixing. Like, the deck is not amazing because of that, but... I do have a lot of potential card draw, so... That's kind of fixing, except that most of it's in red, so when I didn't draw my red mana... Alright, well, that is all of my stuff in theory. So let's see if we can actually win a game. Yeah, it seems alright here. Everyone agrees. I would kill it if I could, but I can't, so I won't. Yep. Hopefully they're red-green. I'm not expecting them to run out a bunch of little things, and they did not. Okay. But I also missed a land drop here, so... I'm still going to die. Let's get this thing down so that I have access to it. And say if they don't remove the counter this turn, though, they're going to have to kill the 1/2. It's 2 mana to remove a counter. There's a very real chance that they can do that and still do something else relevant, or... Yep, that's fine. Make my other creature unable to block also? Draw. Power there, make a treasure. Still didn't hit a land. Kill that. Do I need to lock down one of their things just to not die, or do I need the mana for other things? Two, three, 4, and 1. If I draw land next turn, I should be fine, but so far Arena seems to be very interested in arenaing me to death. Oh right, there are other things with Kithkin, so they do get to draw a card, or they do get to cast it for cheap, so. Alright. Problem is I can only kill like one of their things here, and that sucks. So what I also can do is attack them for 3 and kill anything they take that they block it with. That doesn't seem great. Okay. Also okay. Man, this... like, all my removal spells do not work on giant-ass creatures. And that seems to be the only thing my opponent has, is giant-ass creatures. Got more land. Put it on that one for right this second. This one I was actually supposed to put the counter on this one, not on this one, and then I could have killed one of their other things. Yeah. Let's get the Daydreamer down. Six mana to make it into a 4/5. I might be in the market for that next turn. As I refuse to play creatures I can kill. Okay. do you think I put it here? Activate this. Build. Alright. Kill them all. Leave me with all my 2 creatures left. Are you freaking kidding me? What an absurd card off the top. Now, any land they draw is a free 3/4 in my way, and if they can... And they didn't play a land last turn either, which means they have spells. I probably would have killed Grub, but alright. Gonna sack your enchantment to save a 3/4? Because that's insane for me if you do that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so, but that would have been awesome. Yep. I'm sorry, do what now? Seek X cards that share a color with one... Okay. Yep. That puts that back in the graveyard. Play the Scrounger. The problem is eventually they're going to be able to block Grub. Perpetually costs 1 less to cast. Hey. Decline on Grub this turn. Cast this, pull back the 2/3. I don't know, opponent, would you like to sack your enchantment? Pump your 2/2? Wave hello at me? Alright. Are you actually going to let yourself time out by not activating your things? Okay. Yeah, make another 3/4. Can I see their card? Gains menace until end of turn. Alright. This is still fine. Yep. Alright, now flip her over. Cast this. On grab attacks, you may blight one. If you do, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy. So I have no cards in their hand, so I want to attack with Grub. And blight onto the Willow. The double block Grub. Grub dies. Activate this. Pull Grub back. Grub enters. I get to pull back Scuzz Scrounger. Play the land and cast the Scrounger. Alright. They actually cast Lava Leaper. Okay. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. So they can only pump that once. So we are going to... And this is an elemental... Okay. They have figured out that this also does not work out the way they wanted it to. And giving me double mana is going to let me just pop off next turn, so... Okay. They were definitely losing that game at that point. So, that was neat. Alright, we won a game. We're on the board. If I don't run into any more mana issues and the games go long and grindy, I should be good. Otherwise, I don't know. I just die, I guess? Is this the artifact? I had no idea how huge it was. I thought there was like a fairy next to it, not a flamekin. Yeah, the 4-drop one that turns into any... or that is a changeling and turns into a 4/4. I'm sorry, 3-drop, turns into a 4/4, taps that one mana of any color. That thing. I had no idea how big that thing was. Alright, well, I have removal spell and a whole bunch of creatures. So I guess this is fine. It's a decent enough start. I actually like seeing the changeling because that's better than all the other creatures in my hand in the early game, so... Opponent has no 2-drop, so... Whoever Kithkin is putting 15 creature cards in your hand. Wow! This is whenever they attack? That is insane. Like, I'm pretty sure if they had any Kithkin in their hand at all, I might have just lost the game on just because that happened. Because I can't get rid of that for, like, another turn. That is genuinely awful. Alright. And we know they drew a Kithkin, because... And now they get to attack, and both of those Kithkin perpetually get... Why are you casting them pre-combat? Are they now just realizing they didn't get the bonus because they didn't cast it after attacking? Okay, no. Alright. Alright. All this is fine, I guess. And they left it on top, so it's almost definitely another Kithkin. Alright. Well, let's get rid of that thing. It's already done enough for them. And next turn we'll run out my 4/5 and hopefully win this. That is 9 damage, by the way. Nine puts me to 5. I guess it's the same amount next turn. So, can you just mill a card? Can you stop hitting creatures like every single freaking turn off of that thing? You brick one time? The answer, of course, was no. They could not brick one time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't have enough mana to double spell. Alright. So I just die here, because they play like any... Sure. No, my opponent's curve was ridiculous. Okay, you got it. Like, I can block and trade with one of them and take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and go to 1. Oh no, I'm sorry, I take 8 exactly from the unblocked ones. I die exactly, never mind. I don't even get to go to 1. I was actually just dead on board. So I'd have to chump one of those and take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and go to 1. And then die, because I can't sweep their board with my Darkness Descends either. Well, that really sucked. We had one game where we actually got to do the cool thing. Alright, well, it do be like that sometimes. Alright, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'll probably be back on later, either doing more drafts or possibly playing more Wicked Seed, which is a brand new horror game. I say horror, but none of the monster designs have been particularly terrifying. The gameplay plays a lot like the very first Parasite Eve game, so that's a little cool. But past that, it has not done anything to super impress me. So I keep hoping that the next monster will be like this cool thing that I'll think is like, oh, that's terrifying or creepy, or like has a really cool monster design or a really cool attack or something. Anything. So far we've risen up to that is better than what I've seen so far. This is as far as we've gotten. So I've been doing that, so if that sounds interesting to you, if you'd like to come hang out and not be terrified by this game with me, feel free to drop by. Either way, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.